What are the cheapest possible repairs for a swimming pool? There's actually some that come to mind right away, and I'll give you one example. Vinyl liner swimming pools connect to a coping track, and that's what holds the liner in place. But sometimes things go wrong, and that liner can slip out and it sags down, and you put it back in and it slips out again. So I've got a 1 cent solution for you that'll sort that out, which is a penny. It's been that way for as long as I've been active in the industry, which is more than 30 years, to find people who just take pennies and jam them in the coping track to help keep the liner retained. Now, of course, we make a product professionally for doing that, and you could call that T-bar or liner lock, or there's all sorts of different names. It's basically a plastic version of what this penny is accomplishing. But the penny being made of copper is not made of, galvanized steel or some other metal that's going to rust readily in exposure to a chlorinated water environment. So that's why pennies are kind of like a better option and something that I've seen traditionally many times over the years employed to help hold liners in place once they start slipping out. So we started with a 1 cent solution. Let's build from there. This one's going to cost you more than a cent, maybe a couple of cents, maybe a couple of dollars if you have to buy some. But let's say you have a stain in your swimming pool, and it doesn't really matter what kind of pool you have or what the stain's on. Brown stain, red stain, orange stain. These are the kind of ones that I'm talking about. So get some vitamin C, ascorbic acid, even like a vitamin C pill, and you can just take it and just kind of massage it on that area. Or if it's like you can't work with that, you could crush some up, put it in a nylon sock, and sit it on top of that spot for, let's say, an hour, and then remove it and just pass your hand gently over it, and more times than not, that stain just releases entirely and disappears completely. So, what else is a really, really inexpensive swimming pool repair? I've got a really popular video about this one, and probably 100 comments from people telling me that I helped them save the day for $7 or $10. And so here's what it is: if you have a sand filter, one of the most common ways that a sand filter fails is suddenly water will just start escaping through the backwash even when you're not on the backwash setting. You're on filter or recirculate, and even still the water is just dumping out on the ground and draining your swimming pool, so you have to turn off the pool. And really the problem is inside of the filter head. There's a spoke gasket there. It's probably become displaced, or there's some debris in there clogging it up, and it's allowing water to escape the system in a way that it's not supposed to, and you should attend to that. But if you happen to have a PVC valve sitting around, you could put a PVC valve on that backwash line and close it, and you can go ahead and keep running that pool. Everybody can keep going swimming. You're a hero. It might cost you $7 to $10. Here's the thing though, like I don't really love that solution because the next time you go to backwash, you're not paying attention. You forget to open that valve. Now we're deadheading the pump. This is not good. I would never want to see that happening. So, it's not the perfect solution, but it is something that I tell you a lot of pool owners have done in an emergency situation just to keep your system going until you can attend to that repair properly. Okay, so what else do we have here for cheap swimming pool repairs? Well, I see so many things on swimming pools which are repaired, or let's say attempted to be repaired, with silicone. And you would probably be surprised to learn that there are very, very few things on a swimming pool or swimming pool system which you can adequately fix with silicone. It's just kind of a light duty product for the application. Like it kind of looks the part, it looks like it's working, it stayed where you put it, it lasts a little while, and it'll even work to seal up some leaks in the short term, but probably in the long term, it's not going to work. So here's the thing: it's not much more money to pick up a more expensive, more robust, more capable product. So it doesn't work for every situation. And don't go just gluing this stuff on everything you own because it's kind of permanent. But a urethane product or polyurethane product has, I describe it to pool owners like it's silicone on steroids. It's super sticky, and it's really hard to work with, but man, will it ever seal stuff up. And it's very elastic, so it can handle some movement in the joint, and it's really good stuff, but it's kind of hard to find the right stuff. I mean, you could probably use most anything you find in the hardware store, but if you read the literature on that product, it probably is telling you not for use below grades, not for use below water level, not for use in wet applications. These are all really common things to read, but I found a product that works, and it's called Vulkem 116 polyurethane, Vulkem, Vulkem 116. And this stuff here, you can use below grades. It does say that it's compatible with being, for use in water systems and not potable water systems. But if you need to like seam a piece of plastic to a piece of concrete or a crack in your pool deck or something like that, anything that you're reaching to that tube of silicone for, pay 2 or 3 times as much. So I don't know, $10 or $15, and get a tube of this polyurethane, and it's more than likely going to be the right solution to the problem you have versus that light duty solution of silicone, which is probably not the right thing for whatever it is you're trying to repair. So these are just 4 examples, just kind of comically, but not all pools have to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Sometimes there are some really, really affordable repairs like these ones I just listed. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.